In this video, I like to share an experience I had that was at first seemingly negative, but I managed to change it into a very positive thing within 30 minutes. And as always, I like to share it because who knows, it can benefit you if you are in a similar situation. So as the title already says, be an alchemist and how to change, for example, a rejection to something positive. This is about the fact that I kind of lost my job 2 months ago. I actually just had a new job and it felt very aligned. It was helping kids with obesity to lose weight. It was felt very truthful, you know, something that I'm interested in, healthy food and more conscious way of living for the world. After 4 months, my manager said, Mathilde, I see you're doing your best, but you're not really suitable for the role. So at first I felt like this sort of small punch in my stomach, you know, feelings of unworthiness came to the foreground. You say that came up. On my way home in the car, I felt really down, and yeah, I felt like I failed, and I felt like a failure, and thoughts even as, you know, dramatic at that moment. But oh no, if I can't do this job, then what can I do in life? Like stuff like that. So after around 30 minutes, I said to myself, okay, stop whining. You know, there must be something here for me. Because if you are on the spiritual path, between quotations, for some time, you have probably run into positive affirmations like, everything is always working out for me in the best way possible. And everything is working to my advantage. And rejection is redirection to something better, etc. So with all these affirmations in mind, I sat there in the car. I asked to the universe, like, what is it showing me? Like, if you feel negative emotions, it's actually because you're not in line with the truth. So the thought of, oh no, I failed, I'm unworthy, is not in line with the truth. So I realized that I was actually still trying to get my self-worth from an identity. And I lost already many, many layers of this false self-identity in the last years. Like, I had many stories about who I was supposed to be in this world and who I was becoming. And every time it felt like the universe, you know, made me more humble by showing, no, this is not who you are. For example, I had this thought of, I want to be a famous mantra singer to heal the world. You know, singing mantras is nice, but this picture that I had in my head, like, I'm the one who's going to heal the world. It's just silly. I was the one who needed the healing, you know. And, of course, I love to share my expression of singing still. But that was just very ego. And after so many stories I tried to cling on to get my identity from. Now that even, you could say, even that was taken away from me. Of course, not so dramatic after all, but it felt like that. I needed to face the fact for real that I am already worthy without anything. This job is not defining my worth. It was not defining my worth. So I really had to face now this sort of emptiness and feel, oh yeah, but wait, I am already worthy just because I exist. And not any identity, story, external thing can define that. After 30 minutes of being like a victim role, feeling sad about the situation, I felt whoosh, like so much freedom. And it got like more intense and higher and higher. And I was like in my car from crying to, holy moly, this is so epic. I'm so high. And yeah, so much freedom. So free. And I got home, I went for a walk. I started to like dance in the street in the Netherlands in a rainy autumn day. I thought it's so funny if people would run into me like, hey, how was your day? I lost my job. So excited. And then I passed by a woman and she had a bag. And on her bag it said, literally, now you can dance. So the words, now you can dance. And in the bottom it had a butterfly on it. The universe was saying, okay, girl, finally, you're done with all the stories. Now you can dance with the flow of life. You're free now. You know, to really feel what's here for you instead of what you think you're supposed to become.